The whole weekend was just odd. It felt like Juan Soto, for the first time in his life, was rattled. It was odd. It all starts with him coming up to the plate for the first time. He's doing this weird smirk smile that he's got going on. Tips the cap, which was honestly really hilarious. That was so funny. Well played by Soto. When you mark a new chapter in the Subway Series rivalry, you have to put on a show, and that's what you did there. I thought the fan base turning their backs was a little corny, but of course they have the right to boo, and that's exactly what they did. But every inning, Soto was the last Mets position player to take the field before the inning started. That was weird and honestly soft. Soto continued to look behind right field to see the fans trashing him. It was a constant thing when you looked at every camera angle pointed at him. He kept having that smirk and laughing. He would go to the warning track and play with the dirt and look down. And then in those innings, in between innings, when he would warm up, he was relatively shallow, far from right field as possible. The at-bats. Max Fried made Juan Soto look silly. I've never seen Juan Soto get buckled up more than I have in my life than against Max Fried on Sunday night. Then against Devin Williams, he didn't run out that ground ball, which looks very bad. When he struck out against Clark Schmidt, he looked back at the catcher on the backswing. He constantly was playing this role of, I should be loved here. Why am I getting booed? Why am I getting hated on? I've never seen anybody try to ignore outside noise more in my life than he did this past weekend. He was well aware what he was walking into. He was well aware of what he was doing when he left the Yankees. He knew how this was going to be in his return to the Bronx. I believe he was rattled. He did not look comfortable. He had to have thought this is going to be a little more fun because I'm seeing some old teammates, and he was constantly going over to the team during batting practice and before the game to check in on the guys. Why? What's the point? You left them, and they're booing you. And what do? You go 1 for 10 with no extra base hits. You were pathetic. And Soto will be fine. I expect him to feel more comfortable when the Yankees go to Queens to play at Citi Field against the Mets in a couple of months. That way, he'll have his hometown fans to support him and have his back.